beautiful nation. Do you wanna know? 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 Go! Be careful and stay away, 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 stay away,
All right. What's up, y'all? Hey. What's cracking? Let me know. Can y'all hear me? Let me know if you can hear me. Still wrestling with this shit here. Welcome to GIRAFFEBALLZ. Can't hear me. Turn the volume up. Cannot hear me. Okay. Let's see. Monitor and output. How about now? You can hear me in your left ear. Fuck a goddamn duck. Yeah, I know. I got something funky going on with my board right now. I need a board operator. I need someone who does this shit for a living. And hear me in your left ear? Okay, I think I know how to fix that one. I'll just cheat. I'll go into loopback here and fucking cheat. I know how to do that. That's when you go like this and take the left channel and poke it in the right channel. Can you hear me on the other side now? How about now? Oh, yeah. How about now? I bet you can hear me now that I cheated. Can you hear it on both sides now? Yeah. That is exactly, I have this so ghetto set up. This is wrong, the way I'm setting it up right now. But fuck it. I'm going to make it work the ghetto-ass way. Now I'm under the hood of a Mercedes-Benz with some vice grips. That's what's happening right now. But we're going to have all the let's see, reason. What else is going to come through here? I'm going to bring logic in, goddammit. This whole ghetto ass way I'm doing it. Yep. I sure am. Fuck 'em. There we go. I bet you this shit'll work now. I bet it will. Okay. Just running all this shit. Can you hear me? Can everybody can everybody hear me? Does it sound better now? No, Zo. Yeah, we're going to talk about all of that. I promise you guys, we're going to talk about all that. We're going to kick it for a minute. I owe you some extra time because I'm in the process of y'all finna see GIRAFFEBALLZ be vamped into some pimp ass shit. It's really been to be pimp. Just be patient with me. Now, let me know. Okay, you good? You can hear me good? Okay, good. All right. Now, let me know if you can hear this. Okay. Y'all let me know if y'all can hear this track. If so, we good. Okay. Now. Okay, y'all can hear the track. Okay, now I can't hear the fucking track, which has to do with my monitoring in OBS. OBS ain't shit, by the way. It's some horrible. OBS's audio is some OBS. It is some BS. It is. Yeah. Yeah, you guys can hear the track. But now I can't. All I'm hearing. Okay. So the track, if it's playing out of reason. What the fuck? Okay. Let me see. Preferences. Audio. Universal. Yeah, it's coming out of the outs. Okay. So y'all can hear the music, but I can. All right. Well, the shirt hard. Okay. Yes. We'll Whoops. That's wrong. I got a lot of shit going wrong right now. Okay, let's go back to there. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. See, this is crazy shit. There we go. Now, I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm just going to put this on a loop since you guys say you can hear it and I see it in your meter, my meter moving, but I'm not hearing my fucking headphone. I don't understand that. Tell you what, I want to move out of the big knob. No, that's not it. Okay. I'm going to move out of that and go in there. Now, I'm monitoring there. What the fuck is the, no way. No fucking way. Okay. If this shit starts working perfect, I'm going to be pissed. Because that's going to mean all right. We good? Y'all can, okay. If Jeff 30 minutes after the show starts to get ready. Yes, okay. All right. Y'all can hear the music, right? And you're good with the music, right? We just, it's not too loud because I can't hear shit right now. Something's up with my monitoring. I'm not quite sure what. But I got a tech on it now, y'all. I got a tech on it now. So we're going to get that right. So that's going to be the music under the show. How's that? Levels good? Everybody, levels good? Yeah. So for today, ain't gonna be no playing around with no music. Because I'm flying blind right now. Meaning I can hear myself on the mic, but I can't hear any of my music. Which means there's some input shit I was working with. Shout out to my main man Rashad Coase, who is you see him credited as my ghetto tech support. Thank you, bruh. We are untying these knots slowly, and my shit finna be hot. I'm trying to tell you. Anyway, that out of the way. Welcome to GIRAFFEBALLZ. Wow. How many people we got in here? 100 and something, man. 134. Wow, I'm blessed. My numbers are finally growing. Hit me off in the chat if this is your very first time here. You've never experienced GIRAFFEBALLZ. This is your first time. And got a reason for that. Let's see. Is first time. Leo the Lion, first time. What's up, man? What's up? Okay. First live. Wyland. First live, Antonio. Okay. Well, I don't know how many of you are weed heads out there, but if you got your shit, go get it. Today's show is being brought to you by Wedding Cake. I'm having me a little wedding cake. And Giraffeballs is a show where I get high as giraffe balls, and we talk about whatever you want, whatever comes to your mind. I play my beats, which we're in a little renovation right now. So if you go back to previous shows, you'll hear different beats. I'm not gonna press my luck. I'm gonna leave this joint on a loop and just let it lay in the background for the whole show. Play my beats, talk my shit. If you need something from me, I tell people I'm here to help y'all. I'm the cool uncle you never knew you had. All that shit you want to run by me on some man shit, on some black shit, on some God shit, car shit, music shit, all that shit is in here. Run it by me in the chat. That's what we talk about for a couple hours. We lay back and we smoke. So if you got them, smoke them. To all the news is here. Here's what we say in and out. Peace to the balls. Smoke them if you got them. That is some good shit. All right. Now, and I got my heavies, Otaku, what's up? Okay. Let's go back let's go to the sound is great. You good on the sound. No Zoe. Let's deal with No Zoe. First things first. I'm sure you'll be able to find him because he gonna get on I'm sure he's gonna get on social media and explain. Today we had some technical glitches at the studio that we normally use. Shout out to Vibration Frequency Studio. We had some issues over there, and today's show couldn't be aired. But Zoe coming to you soon. Zoe gonna handle his. However he gonna do that. But he got that over there. It's gonna be good. But just for today, the tech, we had some problems. So I thought I had a little more time to work out some of these bugs as I transfer and get everything truly ready to do with y'all. But I don't. So I just hopped into Giraffe Balls now. I was going to do it right after. But generally it comes on. Its new time is right after Zoe's show. Then I want you to check back in. I'm learning how to get this new YouTube shit, youngins. This social media shit. I'm working on it. Here's what I want you to imagine. Imagine an old 56 Ford truck like the one Fred Sanford had, barreling down a gravel road in Mississippi, middle of the afternoon, hauling ass. On the side of that truck, imagine the words technology. Now imagine a rope connected to the bumper of that truck that's hauling ass down this gravel road in Mississippi. And on the end of that rope is my ass trying to stand up and catch this shit. I'm gonna stand up and catch it. I'm gonna catch this fucking truck. But I'm struggling there, youngins, but I got some help and I'm gonna get it right. Let's see. Blessings, I can hear the track. Hosea, what's going on? Hey, everybody, what's up? Shirt hard, bro. Thank you. This is my hip-hop shit, bro. Y'all know I am absolutely lost in love with hip-hop. I am hip-hop. And you can find them online, these little funky Chinese t-shirt and hoodie companies. Well, what I do is when I find one I like the print of, I'll buy, like I got 3 of these, because I know they ain't shit. They ain't, the material ain't shit. I baby the hell out of this thing. I dry clean it. Will I air it out? I'm trying to hold on to it forever. So when this one started looking faded, this is number one. I got 2 more joints because I really like this motherfucker. This is dope. But at any rate, I collect those. The one you'll see me with the ones with the weed on them, or the ones with I got a '68 Olympics one. That's dope. But yeah, I love hoodies. Coming soon, GIRAFFEBALLZ logo. Peace to the balls. Mr. D Cutter say you just need some practice, bruh. Yes and no. In order to lead, you need to know a little bit about a lot and surround yourself with people who know a lot about a little. I'm going to say that one more time. In order to effectively lead, you need to know a little bit about a lot and surround yourself with people who know a lot about a little. All you need to know is a piece of that there. All you need to know is around you subjects about the shit around you to where you can spot the bullshit. Okay? If you in the music industry, you don't need to know everything. You just need to know enough about mixing to know, nigga, you bullshitting me. It don't take that long. Nigga, you bullshitting me. You didn't use the equipment I said. Just that much. You don't need to know how to do it. You need to know the bullshit. I'm over in an area where engineering is not my shit. I know it. I put my whole studio together by myself. But now, fine-tuning it, that's where you need a Clint Sands, a Rashad Coles, these cats that really, 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 really know this shit. And those are the dudes that I came up under, but unfortunately, they now live in 2 different states. So, I'm getting their time when I can to get my shit right, because those are the dudes I trust. And naturally, all the niggas I run with is busy. Every nigga I run with, you can say what you want to about college, but every mechanic shop I know of is up to their tits in work. Every mechanic, every plumber, learn you a trade. Learn how to work on old cars, because people going to be driving them for a little bit before they take them away, I would imagine. Let's see. Zoe Williams on Craig Facts 2, 5:30. Yes. Music is fire. Thank you. Nate the Funk. First time catching you live, Unc, and I just finished twirling a dude, smoking something. Shout out from Maryland. Love you, brother. Much love, bro. Much love. That's an excuse to smoke. I only need mild, random excuses. Let's see. First time. Yeah. Excellent. I need to get into the carpentry grain. Thank you, Marvin. Hoodie is dope. Hoodie. Everybody loving my hoodie. Thank you. You and Snoop Dogg should have a session on GIRAFFEBALLZ. Brother, don't play. Do not play. That is coming. I am going to produce a track for Snoop and for KRS. And if I get my way, I'm going to get Snoop, KRS, Rakim, and LL on one fucking song. Yeah, God. Oh, my God. Let's see. Much love, yes. What about Biden making the law where transgenders can now compete in sports against girls? I say I am absolutely thrilled about that law. I think it is one of the most wonderful things to happen in the past 50 years. I think we will now finally see the goddamn folly in, and great question, by the way, great question. Let me see. Yes, Rothstein. Shout out to P. Rothstein. See, I'm doing this so I can cut these later. So when you go back and watch the cuts, they're dope. This question comes from my man P. Rothstein, 216. This question comes from my man P. Rothstein, 216. He says, what about the Biden law where transgenders can now compete in sports against girls? I could not be happier that that law has come out. I'm thrilled. I'm overjoyed. Because now we gonna see the goddamn folly and foolishness and equality. Y'all wanted it. Here it is. You trying to get rid of men, and now you just gonna have them bully you out of sports. Your bones are different. Your fast twitch fibers are different. A woman is not a man. My iron is not my toaster. I can make a grilled cheese with an iron, but I shouldn't do that unless I'm doing 3 to 5. There are certain things that shouldn't be. Your daughter was not born with as much testosterone as this confused dude. Or this gay dude with his dick and balls cut off. Y'all need to have a whole no dick and balls league. Confused about balls and dick league. Your own league. Your own league. The confused about balls and dick league. It is unfair. But I'm happy it's unfair because this is what you asked for. Instead of asking for decency, you ask for equality. You open Pandora's box, enjoy what comes out. I can't wait to see young female athletes who have sacrificed, because to get on a certain level, because this is going to now affect the Olympics. To get on a certain level, when you see these Olympic athletes, when you see a professional athlete, you're actually looking at a pot of dysfunction, to be honest. There's so much that's dysfunctional socially about becoming one of these people. But from a positive place, the sacrifice. These young ladies that play volleyball, basketball, softball, soccer, any sports, track. Shout out to the sisters, the female athletes. Shout out to you that do that at that high level. The goddamn sacrifice that is. How many things they don't eat, the places they don't go, the hours that they don't stay up late, the snacks they don't have, the fun they miss out on because they are after a goal. And here come this motherfucker that can't decide whether he want his dick or not. That's saying he get to compete against you after all of that. That's bullshit. But it's bullshit you asked for. Enjoy. That's exactly how I feel about it. All right. Let's see. Bovia Music. Big Jeff, what's happening? What's happening, Pimp? All right, let's see. Where are we? Yes. Gator says, thank you, Marvin. Hoodie's dope. I need to get into the carpentry game. Shout out to Peace to the Balls. Matter of fact, yeah, let me do this right. You deserve better, Gator. I'm about to do you right, pimp. Okay. And I'm gonna need you to share this, asshole. Okay. I'm doing giraffe balls. This is like what I do. The long show is gonna be like the longhand version of the shit I cut up. You'll see later. Like you'll be able to know by the hoodie. Oh yeah, that's the one he was talking about. Blah 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 blah. And then he cut out. Blah, 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 blah. Like I'm gonna cut pieces of that shit I just did out and re-edit it. I'm doing the same thing. I'm gonna do that right now for Gator and carpentry. So, yeah. I had something in my damn grinder. See, this is how good the shit is. I smoke. You lose. Woo. Okay. Shout out to my man, my day one, Gator to God. First off, bro, much love for rolling with me, man. Peace to the balls. He says, I need to get into the carpentry game. You goddamn right, Gator. And today, listen to me, people. Get on YouTube while you can and learn trades. Learn shit you can do that was valuable 50 years ago. Learn shit you can do if this internet shit shut down. I'm going to tell you right now, my mechanic, both of them. Whoops. That was an accident. Whoops, I hit the thing. My mechanic, both my mechanics, right now, I've been going faithfully to these dudes. One for about 5 years. Another one, I've had this mechanic since 1995. If you're in LA, go see Boone at the Japanese car clinic over off of Lancashire. I'm going to put his shit up here. Go see Boone. That's my man. For over 2 decades, the only dude I'd let touch a Japanese car is Boone. I'm on a waiting list. Loyal customer. Done brought customers to him. No, Jab, you got to wait, Jab. You got to wait. I'm so sorry, you got to wait. It's a horrible. No, that's not bad. That's really close. It's impression of Boone. If you in LA, do yourself a favor. That dude is the shit. Anyway, my point is, I don't know if Boone graduated from college. I don't know if Boone has a degree. But I know for over 2 decades, Boone has kept my Japanese cars and many others on the road. Because he knows a trade. You better learn how to build houses. You better learn how to do stuff outside of this machine. You better learn how to do shit from outside of a cubicle and combine with other people who think like you, who work in a cubicle. Because if you don't, woe be unto your monkey ass. Some good shit. Okay. Lil Duval. I'd love to have Lil Duval on my show. Man, I'd love to fuck around with Lil Duval and some music. Let's see. Yo, GB, can you turn the mic up? Does anybody else feel that way? Is it how's that? Is that better? Is that better with the mic? Facts. WNBA. NBA, WNBA merge. Dunked on. Is that real? Okay, yeah. I know that's kind of far up, but I really want to talk about that. Is oh, they're seriously dunked on. They think, hey, mama. Seriously, they're thinking about merging. Here's what I think of that. I don't think the NBA. Okay, yeah, let me set this up right. I'm gonna smoke some more. What? I wish you guys could see my gorgeous dog. They can't see you, Mama Bear. She's gorgeous. She's American Bulldog. I'm gonna put a picture of my booba up here in a minute. What do you want? There's only so far you can go. Are you trying to get under this desk? You're not. Oh no, I guess she thinks she's small. Okay. Dunked on. Alright. Take another decent pull. There's some in there. Shout out to my man Dunked On, who wants to know, Uncle Jeff, what do you think of the possible WNBA merge? Again, I hope it's fantastic. Only because I hope it leads to the destruction of the NBA. I don't think the NBA or the WNBA should exist. I don't think any sports team that relies heavily upon black talent should be owned by anything other than black owners. Period. Point fucking blank. If you're white, you shouldn't own a sports team. I'd say you've done enough owning, wouldn't you? We should own our sports teams. So from a male-female standpoint, I don't give a fiddler's fuck what you do with regard to the merge. I can't wait till my brothers and sisters wake up and won't play for you. That's what I want. I want all black basketball players and football players to walk the fuck off the field. That's what I want. I want us to take back what is ours. That's what I want. I want black football players to come to the realization of this. What do you get when you take all the black folks out of football? Rugby, nigga. Don't nobody want to show up to see 22 slow white boys do shit. That's a fact. Hope it sounds bad. I hope that sounds horrible. Good. It's black folks' turn to be horrible. And we need to be horrible and shut down every sport, everyone, and come on home and play for ourselves. Y'all put y'all money together and make something happen. You trying to tell me ain't nobody smart enough to take the money you have and make our own shit? We better do it now. You better break that spell that's been given to you, those trinkets that you've been given. In the words of Zoe Williams, those biosurvival tickets you've been given. That's what I want. I want us to break that spell and be done. But I don't think that's going to happen right now. We're not far enough from the nuclear blast radius of chattel slavery. But your grandkids, that's a different group of people. I really think they're going to wake us up. I really think we will be fully awake by then. Okay. Jeff, you never let me down with your takes. Why, thank you, sir. Brother Rothstein, that means you have good taste. You're a very smart man, and people like you. Not everybody, though. There's some niggas that really would not mind seeing you laying in a pool of your own blood. So watch it, especially when, you know, niggas look at my life. A lot of niggas, man. There's a lot of envious cats out there who envy my life. But to be honest with you, this part of my life is just a measure of better decisions. And I was lucky that the dumb fuckery of my 20s and 30s did not destroy my 40s and 50s, which is usually what happens. And it very well could have. Certain people came along at certain times, saved my life. Cat Williams, one of them. I got to reach out to Cat. Somebody tell Cat Williams Jeff Brown is trying to reach out to him. I owe him a big old hunk of love. Transgenders in wrestling. Yes, same thing. Hey, Hip Starter, finally caught me live. What about the part of this executive order allowing transgenders to go? Okay, yeah. That's what I said. Females should be mad dudes. Think about it. Let's see. Do you ever go one day without smoking, Jeff? Can you? Oh, yes, I could, but what for? What sense would that make? If I were to go one day, here's what happens when I go one day without smoking. One, the pain from all my foolish previous injuries. I'm not going to list them. The words give them power. I'm not going to list them. But they are a few, quite a few. Stupidity in the military. Stupid fights. Age. When I bend down, or when I squat down and stand back up, it sounds like somebody stepping on a bag of Doritos. My knees are that bad. So when I skip a day of not smoking, especially when it's raining, we're supposed to get 2 years worth of rain in a few days here in California. When it rains, age, injuries, foolishness is exacerbated. Sometimes I wake up and the pain areas on my body, and I have a high tolerance for pain, I've been told. On a scale of 1 to 10 or at a 7. 2 pulls, a 2. 3 pulls, a 0.5. And if I skip across the pond all day, I can work out. I can function. And I'm not zoned out. So that's one of the benefits that I miss if I skip a day. Number 2, the human body naturally has cannabinoid receptors. These are things in your body designed for weed to do good with. Look it up your damn self. Cannabinoid receptors. My body doesn't get those when I don't smoke weed. Number 3, COVID, some studies show that weed wait on number 3. I'll make sure I know exactly what I want to say because I'm really high. Okay. So, let's see. Yeah. You guys can see that, right? Okay. Weed. Weed. COVID. Come on. Oh. Weed. COVID. Okay. Cannabis shows potential to help and harm in coronavirus. Experts explain why. Now, let's see. Might increase the risk. Okay. Cannabis may help in severe cases. Cannabis may increase risk for COVID-19 infection. Well, I'll take my fucking chances. Three, weed helps with regard to cannabis. And you can find a study that says weed hurts with regard to cannabis. I'll take my fucking chances. 4, I have a bad temper. Now's not a good time for that. There are very few people who the Hulk is in a cage for. Very few. My kids, my wife, my mother-in-law, my family, close friends. Everybody else wants me smoking weed right now. Number 5, creativity. Let me tell you something. If you have any issues with weed and you like good music, you have issues with good music. I like to say that when I get high, God is on high, and that's where we meet and talk. I create so much when I'm high. So many. I got volumes of shit I can't get to with regard to music. This track you hear in the background is some shit I put together 3 years ago, and I'm going through, and for you music heads, I'm gonna stop fucking with Reason so much. I'm going to untie the knots with 11 and use it in Logic, but Logic just sounds warmer when I do. I'll put up a Logic beat in a minute. No, I'm not, because I'm dealing with this fucking audio. But at any rate, my creativity is supercharged when I smoke weed. So with supercharged creativity, constant health benefits, especially because I smoke my weed with mullein. Not smoking it with mullein right now because I'm drinking mullein, right? It's a mullein tea. Supercharged creativity, cannabinoid receptors, temper control, pain. The question becomes, instead of why do you get high, Jeff Brown? What is the impetus to be sober? Why would I ever not smoke weed with all of that? And with all of this going on? Why would I not? I'll tell you why not. Because people have fallen for the propaganda that says intoxicated equals everything you hear about alcohol. Not understanding that you can be intoxicated with water. You know the difference between weed and water? You can drink enough water to kill you. It's called hypernatremia. Look it up, nigga. I'm not doing that for you. Look it up yourself. You can't smoke enough weed to die. You can eat enough in an edible to think you're going to die. I've done that. But you can't smoke. If all of us here rolled a blunt the size of a banana, and on 3, we just start smoking, and we would not stop. Every time we had a clear breath in our lungs, we would just smoke, all until we smoked it down to nothing. Everybody here would be very interested in their feet. But other than that, ain't no violence going on. So yes, I could go a day. I could stop now and just take the pain and be irritable to my wife and be miserable to myself and be blocked in my creativity if I wanted to. And then I could go to Kaiser and ask them for some pills for the pain. The pills take the pain away. They also do nerve damage and fuck up my liver. So I need pills for each of those, which make my hair fall out, my toenails fucking turn black. Or I could just smoke weed. I think I'll just smoke weed. All right. YouTube University saved me money. God damn it, you can take your own kidney out if you got a good enough internet connection on YouTube. You can learn anything. Plumbers, brick masons, electricians, carpenters. Yes, Jeffrey Brown. Yes. Okay. Dope soundtrack in the background. Thank you. Besides greenery, everything has a lethal dosage, I believe. Yes. There's so many lethal dosages and shit. First time smoking dro made me think I was on the way out. I don't even know what dro is, Hosea. What is dro? Is that like a strain? I don't know. Because I got my shit. I got like wedding cake, Gorilla Glue, number 4, and OG Kush. Those are my joints. That's like, I'm getting to the point like, you know, like a nigga smoke Newports. Those are my brands. Why would you never drink water again? I have no fucking idea what that means. What about smoking crack? What about it, dude? That went the way of the beeper. Nobody's smoking crack anymore. Who does that? Or blue and yellow, purple pills, yeah. Oh, where's your Cash App? Yeah, let me throw that motherfucker in there. Wait a minute. Shit. There. Dummy. I should have had it crawling. You'll see it. It'll come by see, right there. If you want some beats, hit me up at Jeff Breeze Music. And then, yeah. One blessed player with some change for acting strange. $ GB funny style is the Cash App. Thank you, Brother Zoe. Thank you, man. I would start on you with some of my beats right now. But I'm having my boy Rashad is helping me land the plane over the phone to get my shit right. So I can't. I just got to leave this one in the background. But I ain't trying to put no beat showdown between me and one of my Zen masters. But I'm telling you, Zoe, I'm gonna come with some shit, bro. I don't think, okay. Y'all need to tell Zoe. They come bullshit, okay. Weed grown in water. Yeah, I guess. Oh, 90 Super Strain is Dro. Oh, okay. Dro's weed grown in water, no dirt. Wow. Okay, y'all. I'm gonna find me some Dro. Who in LA? Zo, would you know? With your no smoking dope ass? Who in LA knows where I can get some Dro? You know what, Zo? I think I know who to ask. I'm gonna ask. You know who I'm gonna ask? I'm gonna ask him. He probably know. Okay, yeah, I gotta try it. Otaku Juice says, Gorilla Glue, I'm loving it, but when the Munchies hit. Yeah, man. Okay, here's the deal with Munchies. I've lost, as y'all have seen, sometimes I go, but I'm going, I remember Fat Jeff. Yes, you will see Fat Jeff oftentimes on the Zo What morning show. It's not about the Munchies. It's about what you have around you. What is wrong with, before you smoke some Gorilla Glue, making yourself a salad with avocado in it? If that's what you dig, if you like that. But then, I just made myself hungry. Put that shit in the refrigerator. Let it sit. Get high as Hitler's gas bill. And go get that damn salad and eat that. Eat the salad. That way, instead of the Munchies gaining you weight, the Munchies gain you health. You like lentil soup? Put you some lentil soup in a pot with the heat off. Then get high. Then stand up, go, and turn the heat on. In 4 minutes, you got lentil soup for your Munchies. It ain't the Munchies, it's what you munch on. Oh, shit. Somebody say ain't no... Okay, wait a minute. Peace to the folks. What's up, Roguish, the Bill Monger? It's peace to the balls in here, though. I say peace to the folks, too. Peace to my people in here. But it's peace to the balls when you hear giraffe balls. It's peace to the balls. Okay. Hence the term hydroponics. Okay. Thank you, Rich Cliff. Cash App GB Funny Style. Yes. Okay. You should put it in the description. Joe. Oh. I will. Oz Time said, Zoe, I learned a lot from you. Dude. Let me explain something to you. I'm going to take you on a ride. It's going to be worth the trip. I'm a fucking asshole. Really. God. I'm an asshole. When I first got back here to LA, I was dead fucking broke. I was Tom Hanks in Castaway, nigga. LA was this fucking island that I crawled back to when I met Zoe Williams. And from that day to this one, there has not been a day that I have talked to this fucking asshole that I did not learn something. Okay? And here's something. Here's a piece of Zoe's business he doesn't like out there. But he's been to prison. He won't admit it. But that's the only fucking way that you can find the time to read that many books. Now, back to me being an asshole. I'm a bit of an arrogant, snobbish ass. Like, you have to prove yourself worthy of my life minutes and to be in my circle. And if you're not, I'm going to avoid you. Especially as a comedian. If you don't have 3 jokes I wish I wrote, I really not gonna fuck with you. I really am not gonna fuck with you. If I'm not gonna be mean. I see you over there. There are certain cats on the West Coast. I'll just name them. Johnny Mac at the top of that list. Shout out to Johnny Mac from Jamie Foxx's camp. Goddamn Brandon Bolin. Fuck it. Other people I'll think of when I'm not as high as I am right now. The point is, there's about 5 guys. That Pierre, the comedian Pierre, Dan and Green. These are cats. They're thinkers. And we don't always agree. None of those cats on that list do I always agree with. But when I disagree with them, I have to walk away and think about what it is I disagree with. Zoe is above all them dudes. Zoe usually crushes my disagreements. Asshole. So yeah, bruh, I would not be rolling with a nigga for over a decade if it wasn't, yeah. Robin Hood's band, The Merry Men, didn't fuck with him for that long if Robin Hood was on some bullshit. So yeah, I too have learned from that asshole, and I'll never compliment you again, motherfucker, if you still watching. Yeah, Dro indoor if we putting a name on it. Okay. Oh, just indoor grown? Is that the whole thing? Dro is indoor? Well, let me tell you something, young man. That's all I smoke then. I don't smoke outdoor weed. I smoke Snoop level shit. YFA. Why fuck around? You gonna smoke, nigga, smoke. Who smokes? Oh, I thought Dro. Okay, well then, sir. This, the remainder of that, because I got to see my weed man, is Dro. Anything you see me smoking is Dro. If Dro is just weed grown indoors, oh, I don't have to do any research. All my weed's grown indoors. I've never seen the point in buying substandard weed. What is the point? I walk right in the dispensary back when I used to go to dispensaries. I walk right in and go, what's the best shit here? I need the best sativa and the best indica. Or choices from that particular shelf. Why the fuck am I dealing with bargain weed? If you're dealing with bargain weed, then you need less weed to begin with. Don't get as much. Well, we having a party, so I'm going to buy cheap weed. No! If you need to buy cheap weed for a party, that means you don't care that much about your friends. You need to have a smaller party with better weed, with better friends. If I was going to buy the weed for a party, I'm going to go get a couple $100 of the best shit on the planet, the best shit I can find for my friends. And you too, Zoe. But Zoe doesn't smoke weed. You would be invited to that weed smoking party, Zoe. Should you so be inclined, there would be some gummy ass vegan burgers there for you as well. But you would be invited. My point is there is no reason to smoke cheap weed. It's not like the cheap weed is $10 and the expensive weed is $90 for the same amount. Discipline yourself. Oh God, that's good. Freeze nobody. Oh, there's another one. Left that one out. Shout out to Freeze Love. That's my nigga right there. And is a weedologist. So yes, I'm sure he know what Dro is. Dro is just a nickname that my square ass is unfamiliar with. But top quality weed, that's all I want to fuck with. It's not like cars where some of the best cars, no, because pieces of shit are expensive. Let me shut that up. Let me shut that down right now. I had a 65 Thunderbird. I can fire that son. Well, I need to fix the fan belt. I can fire and the ignition switch. I can fire that son bitch up, fixing those two, and drive to fucking New York. It will cost me $12,000 in gas, but that's not the point. The point is that better weed is not super more expensive than the cheap. Stop buying cheap weed. It's all the same. Doesn't matter what medium you use. Hydroponics. You didn't put in on this man. That's true for potency, but there's still some good outdoor. Okay. Important lesson from Jeff Brown. Been buying Top Shelf ever since. Randy. And don't that just make sense, bruh? Okay, you got less. So you smoke less. You smoke when it's more important. It's more precious to you. And it's better. You're a headache, all that. What? Get the fuck out of here with that. Okay, what I saw. Don't bring that Reggie Miller weed around at all. If you don't have your own weed, you just ain't smoking. Oh, well, no, then you copacetic. I have different friends. Like my cousin Julian. Shout out to Julian Giles. Also, a weedologist. I study under him now. Shout out to Ronnie Bridget. Shout out to Ron. That was my man. He was a cat back in the day. My ex-wife's cousin. That really brought me in. Shout out to Thea Vidal, the first person that got me stratospherically high. Shout out to Philip Noble, the first dude that ever got me high in high school. I love you, Philip. That was my first time. Then I was shitting my pants because I had to go into the Marines. Then I got past the piss test. And then forever I didn't smoke weed. Forever. And then, yeah, it was Thea that fucked me up with that damn. She had this turbo fan bong, a bong with a fan on it. Woo! Anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah. When I smoke with my friends, bro, the weed be on them. When I go over Julian's, the weed's on him. He got it. When he comes over here, it's on me. I got it. When we go over to another member of our family who I don't think he wants us to talk about whether he smoked weed or not, he got it. When we all go to a party, they got it. So I got mine, but I don't have to because it's out here. Because it's a courtesy from my friends. See, you can't receive with your hand closed, bro. Open your hand. Open your mind. All right. I only smoke runts and cookies. When did you realize you were a funny guy? Jeff, you must have just started smoking. Dude, yes. I'm new fairly. 120 for the quarter. Okay. Don't cheat yourself, treat yourself. Jeff, you must have just started smoking in this decade. Yes. Let's go. Oh, yeah, there it is. When did you realize you were a funny guy? Well, seventh grade. I'd always loved Bill Cosby, and when I could sneak and hear him, Richard Pryor albums when I was a kid. Maybe I can still do it now, but at one time, I knew Wonderfulness verbatim. George Carlin. And, you know, I used to crack my little cousins and stuff up, but nothing serious. Until I started getting my ass kicked in the 7th grade. This series of ass kickings were in no small part because I was a small dude. I was coming to Earl Elementary School. In the 6th grade, I was supposed to go to Miss Titus' class. I was coming in because we were moving back to Chicago after school had started. So I was in the 6th grade, and I was small. I was in her class 2 days. And she goes, "You need to have this boy tested. I think he's a fucking retard." No, you think that you need to have this boy tested. He does not belong in the 6th grade, and I'm pretty sure he doesn't belong in elementary school. So they had me tested, and I was somewhere around the 10th grade level in the 6th grade. They really wanted to put me in the 9th grade to see how it was going to work. My mother said no. So they put me in the 7th grade. I was really small in the 7th grade on the south side of Chicago in the late 1970s. I need you to look up the zip code 60636 for crime rate. That area has always been a jungle. And it was no less of it, well, slightly less of it now, because goddamn. What a fucking jungle it was when I grew up. I used to hear threats like this. Answer one more question. Because I was, read chapter 5. Well, I'm going to read chapter 4 again, 5. And then I'll read 6 and 7. So I'm caught. He could never pop quiz me. Because I love to read. I had asthma. All right. There was a gentleman by the name of Keith Winding who used to terrorize me. Oh, my God. This dude used to put it on me. So, this one particular day, I'm in the fight circle again. And fight circles were so common growing up when I did that you could tell where they were by the circles of candy wrappers on the ground. I shit you not. On the way home. So again, for the umpteenth time, with my no fighting ass, I was in the fight circle. And I'm looking at Keith. Keith looking at me. And I say, "I can't get out of this fight, huh?" And he said, "Nope. Whatever I do, you gonna beat me up." He said, "Yep." I said, "Well, then I'm gonna talk about your mama like the big, ugly, flat-foot, cross-eyed bear she is." And she was all of that. His eyes got big. There was a pause for about a half a second, and then an explosion of laughter. niggas going bananas. And I'm standing there like this. Like, wow. Keith broke my nose. I knew then, I got something here that I could use. And from there, I became one of the snap champions in my neighborhood. When I got to the Marines, a lot of my superiors, one in particular, I hope he became a better person because he was a fucking dickhead. Gunny Mac. Gunnery Sergeant McLaughlin. Yeah, I'm calling your name out. You were a fucking asshole back in the day. I hope you're better. And if he died, well, God bless the dead. I'm sorry about that. If you're dead, well, you're still an asshole when you were here. I'm just sorry that you're dead. But if not, you're a fucking asshole back then and you're still here now. Hope you clean your shit up. Anyway, Gunny Mac goes, you know what your problem is, Brown? Whenever people see you, they think it's time to fuck off. Because that was true. If I went to the break room, to the break area where you go and buy something to drink, if I stand there for 2 minutes longer than I bought my drink, a crowd would start to form. And we just stand there and talk shit. And talk shit and talk shit. It might come as a shock to you. I like to talk. So, everybody kind of knew that Brown was a fucking idiot. I was an idiot at my A school. I was an idiot. Austin Curtis, wherever you are, I love you, Al Curtis, was one of the first dudes when I was in my A school in Memphis. I got up in front of a bunch of Marines. I forget what I was doing, but I was fucking around with the superiors and it was fucking hilarious. Anyway, cut to, I'm on Marine Corps Air Station Tustin. This is 1985. And there was a sergeant major of the base. He was a new sergeant major. He had come in. And I had an impression of him fucking cold. I had him cold. I sounded just like this dude. And I used to run up on people and scare the shit out of them. You know, you square yourself away, Marine. What kind of shit you think you're doing out here? This ain't the way we run this outfit, you understand me? I had him down. That's it. That's awful fucking close to this day. And one time, we're all standing outside the chow hall, which is military talk for cafeteria. We stand outside the chow hall. And we talking shit and laughing. And I start doing this impression. Niggas is dying, down on one knee. And, where are you, stupid? And if you're in the military, you go by your last name. So most people call it, bro, you're fucking really. Pretty soon, people stop laughing. I'm still going. He behind me, ain't he? He was behind me. He said, I'll see you in my office at 1300. It was 12:20. That means I got 40 minutes to be in the sergeant major's office. You don't go in the sergeant major's office if your shit ain't right. Now, my camis, my inspection camis, nigga, woo! I had them in the cleaners. I pulled them out. Because, see, if you get 3 inspections, excellent, you get a 96, which is a 4-day weekend. So I had my inspection camis and my inspection boots. Nigga, I look like the Marine in the book on inspection day. I put that shit on. I'm standing tall in his office. He goes, young man, I've been in the Marine Corps for 26 years. That is the best impression of me I ever heard. Now, I'll tell you what, tomorrow, in front of the squadron, I want you to be in the hangar, come out as me. You think you can do that, Marine? I ain't to boost the morale. What you think? Hey, all right, Sergeant Major. Sergeant Major Mitchell. If you were a Marine, you should know how to fight. Yeah, I'll talk about that in a minute. Magic mushroom and me and knowing how to fight. You can come out. You can come out and speak to the squadron. I said, all right. So next day, our squadron's out on the flight deck. 250 Marines. All these people know my dumbass. The base knows my dumbass. Me and the sergeant major are inside the hangar. They can't see me. He gives me the mic. And I call the Marines to attention. Squadron, 10 up! You hear 500 boots go. There's going to be a few changes in color, starting with me. And I walked out of the hangar talking as the sergeant major. And this wind of laughter that came from these people. And I kept doing it, and they kept laughing, and I kept doing it, and they kept laughing. I was like, yeah, this is what I'm doing with my life. This is what I'm supposed to be doing with my life. So from there, shout out to Adrian Starks and Terrence Harris, fellow Marines, my brothers, I love you. They took me to the Comedy Store in June of 1986. I got on stage for 3 minutes and killed. I thought that shit was easy after that. No, nigga. No, nigga. There's so much to learn. And that's how I wound up in stand-up. But before that, it was music. Want to see a cycle and how it works? Look at Chicago. They've had the same stories for 60 years. Yes. You have the spirit of drawing people to you. That's nothing to be ashamed of. Oh, I'm not ashamed of it at all. It's just the Marines like uniformity, and I was. If you're a Marine, you should know how to fight. Oh, Mushroom, you gotta let me work it out for you. Okay, yes, this will help you out. Let me go back to getting beat up in the alley. My family got tired of me getting my ass whooped. And my grandmama kept pushing. We need to get this baby in some karate or something. But they wasn't quite sure which way to go. My auntie, God bless her dead, used to date Sensei Brad Hughes out of Chicago, who was a 4th degree black belt at the time. But she was now dating her future husband, my Uncle Larry. So that was a conflict of interest. I couldn't go with Brad. So I wound up going to Baker's Dojo in Chicago. Like this. These people shall remain nameless because of the ass whoopings they took. My grandmama called my Uncle Ernie over. And so, excuse me, my Uncle Pep over. And say, Pep, these boys keep jumping on Jeff. He said, really? Okay. Where they go to your school? All right. I'll be there tomorrow. When you come out, I want you to come out. And he told me the door. He said, stand right there. So we gonna call them Punky, Squirrel, and Petey. Punky ran with Squirrel and Petey. Petey looked like a construction worker. I don't even know why he was still in grammar school. I think he was about 22. Squirrel was just one of them scrappy niggas that could fight. And Petey was trying to come up the ranks. So who did he pick on? Me. Oh, it was a list of them. List of dudes like that. I was the bottom of the food chain, and I was really smart, and I was cute. I should insert my photo for this. I think I'm going to do that for this story. This is a really good story. Yes, Jeff. Now now you're thinking. Okay. See, I'm doing it, and thank y'all for. Oh, there it is, right there. Look at God. Okay. Yes, this dude. This will make all the sense in the world. Yes, look at G. Okay. That guy, right there, is who I'm talking about. That dude. That is me, Jeff Brown, grammar school age. Beautiful skin, big afro like black cotton candy. Yeah, that was me as a kid. Now, anyway, let's go back to, there we go. So anyway, go this way. My Uncle Ernie comes up to the school, and I'm standing out there, and here's Petey, Squirrel, and Punky. And Punky about to start his shit up. And my Uncle Pep come up. My Uncle Pep was 16. He said, Punky, who is the two toughest dudes you run with? He looked at Squirrel and Petey. When I tell you, my uncle whooped these two dudes, and they didn't even touch him. He said, you see that? You touch my nephew again, and I'm going to come back up here and beat your ass just like that. You do understand what I'm saying, right? I got in the car. Man, thank you, Uncle Pep. Shut up. That's going to last for about 2 weeks, and they're going to be back on your ass again. You need to learn how to fight. And I got put in the martial arts class. I then joined the Marines, where I learned to box. When I got out, I kept boxing from time to time to stay in shape. Hold on, that could be my wife. Oh, you got it? Oh, you're here. You're back. Woman? Okay. There we go. Now, yeah, I box a little bit to stay in shape. And coach a little bit. A very little bit. So that's kind of, all that means is I can break down exactly why a nigga whooped my ass. That's that's funny. But yes, that is the deal with me and fighting. Now, Can we finally get into the show for what the hell I said we were going to get into the show for in the first place? Which is Joe Biden's promises. Now, let's look those up. I don't want to lie on the man. Let us not lie on this man. Joe Biden promises Black America. All right. Yeah. Let's go to no. I don't. Okay. I'm just trying to get you out of the way. Okay, well then I won't screw with you then. I'm so tired of that. How about the Joe Biden lift every voice? The Biden plan for Black America. Let's read it together, shall we? Joe Biden knows that African Americans can never have a fair shot at the American dream so long as entrenched disparities are allowed to quietly chip away at opportunity. He's running for president to rebuild our economy in a way that financially brings everyone along. And that starts by rooting out our systemic racism from our laws, our policies, our institutions, and our hearts. The mission is more important now than ever before as the health and economic impacts of COVID-19 have shined a light on and cruelly exacerbated the disparities long faced by African Americans. In April 2020, Biden called on the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention to collect more data regarding how COVID-19 is affecting communities, including breaking down its impacts by race. The data we've seen so far suggests that African Americans are dying from COVID-19 at a higher rate than whites. Long-standing systemic inequalities are contributing to this disparity, including the fact that African Americans are more likely to be uninsured and to live in communities where they are exposed to high levels of air pollution. African Americans also represent an especially high percentage of the frontline workers, putting themselves at greater risk to sustain the economy and keep the rest of the country safe and fed, and are less likely to have a job they can do from home, forcing them to make the difficult choice between their health and a paycheck. While there's a lot we don't yet know about COVID-19, we do know that equitable distribution of resources like testing and medical equipment can make a difference in fighting the virus. Biden believes this should be a priority. It must be taken. Action must be taken now. COVID-19 is having a disproportionate economic impact on African American families. African American small businesses have been hit hard, and over 90% of African American owned businesses are estimated to be shut out of the initial relief program due to pre-existing systemic disparities and lending and the like and so forth and so on and blah, blah, blah. Let's back this shit up for a minute. Joe Biden knows that African Americans can never have a fair shot at the American dream. Let's discuss that sentence and what Joe Biden knows about the American dream. The American dream is this evil plot that, if I'm not mistaken, came from Andrew Carnegie. Let's look up origin. The term was coined by writer and historian James Truslow Adams in his best-selling 1931 book, Epic of America. He described it as that dream of a land in which life should be better and richer and fuller for everyone, with opportunity for each, according to ability or achievement. This is 1931, best-selling book, when niggas were still being hung from trees like bananas. When there were still whites-only bathrooms in sundown towns. So that everyone was never you. That is an American dream that is not foreign to a man who has spent 6 decades in politics and plays down his mentor, Strom Thurmond. Footnote, we as black people have yet to ask when he has broken away. Oh, no, fuck that up. Footnote, we as black people have yet to ask openly or even ask ourselves, when did Joe Biden make his break from the philosophies of Strom Thurmond? And if so, why? And if not, why then are we so excited about this man? We have yet to ask that. Another subject. This American dream, he knows good and hell well that from its inception, it didn't have a goddamn thing to do with you. Yeah, let's just sit on that right there. The American dream was cooked up and said that if you give people just enough to do a couple things with their family, be able to buy a house, put their kids through college to have better jobs working for us than their kids did, and die, they'll die happy. But don't give them much more than that. That's the American dream. For the worker. Because we were shut out of work so hard, we had no choice but to become entrepreneurs. Those of us who were shut out purposely. Those of us who fell victim to that. But make no mistake, the American dream never had you as anything other in it but servant. And if Joe Biden is so dedicated to the American dream, then why has he not let fly with executive orders? We'll get into that in a minute. Matter of fact, I'm going to take a break and go downstairs and get my black ass something to eat real quick. And I'm going to come back in like 5 minutes. And we gonna get it cracking. All right? So y'all sit tight. And I will be back. Like real quick, like quicker than quicker than quick. It ain't gonna take me that long, y'all. I ain't gonna be gone long at all. I'm actually stalling because I don't have my shit set up the way I want to, so that it immediately pops off the way that I would like for it to. But I want y'all to have some music to get down on while I'm gone. I don't even know what that is. I'm back, niggas. I'm back. So I was gone that long. Now only the brave. All right. What was we talking about? Your man Joe Biden. Oh no. It's not what I wish to do. This is what I wish to do. Yes. I'm gonna turn that music off for a minute. And bring up my Facebook page. And I'm going to shout out one of my Facebook homies. You know, you got Facebook friends. I think I'm going to call this Quotes from My Facebook Homies. This one comes from my homie Matthew Fudge, who says, all Biden talks about is unity, coming together, and healing, as if embracing over 74 million people who've made it clear that they hate black people makes sense. Let that sink in. 74 million people. I think he's referring to the Trump voters. Now, a couple of things we need to clear up. Now, a couple of terms we need to clear up before we go into this. Is something wrong with my mouth? Ain't nothing wrong with my mouth, is it? The difference between a racist and a bigot. A racist is an individual in a particular position of power or authority that can wield that power or authority or influence in a way that negatively affects you as a black person. I want to say that again. Racist. An individual with a particular power, influence, or authority that wields or uses that power, authority, or influence against you negatively as a melanated individual and a descendant of slaves on this continent. Everybody else that don't like niggas is bigots. Okay? That's a bigot. Yelling nigga from a moving car is not bigotry. That's backwards. Yelling nigga from a moving car is not racism. That's bigotry. Racism is gentrification. Flint water. COINTELPRO. Iran-Contra. Can we agree that Ronald Reagan fucked over the black community in the 80s? Can we agree that Ronald Reagan fucked over the black community in the 80s? That was racism. Crack in the hoods. Putting freeways right through neighborhoods where black people had just put businesses. That's racism. Now, the bigots haven't figured out that the racists have the bigots working on their behalf so that they, the racists, can live better. They haven't figured that out. When the white man figures out that he's been fucked over almost as bad as the black man by the power elite, there'll be smoke in every city. A great man said that. We're just about there. And for some strange reason, as we sit in this place, black people can't find a way to see around victimhood and over into the pimp game that is white supremacy. Politics is just a big chunk of white supremacy. And because it is set up for some whites to be supreme and most whites to not be or live, and let's just call white supremacy what it is. White barbarian opulence is what they're after. Let's not even throw the barbarians in it. That's unfair. White opulence gained by brute force. That's what the power elite are after, all over the globe. The bigots do their bidding for that. The police are racists who do their business for that. But if you don't make those distinctions, then you don't understand. That's how somebody can look at you and say reverse racism. And it makes sense. That there are still black people that utter that fucking utter nonsense. If Joe Biden really wanted to help you, you do understand that there are executive orders that can be put in place, right? Let's look up what an executive order I'm so tired of hearing about what a president can't do. So let's just put this to the acid test and look up what executive orders can't a president give. Okay? Let's be clear on what he can't do, because I'm so tired of hearing about the power the president don't have. The nanosecond niggas ask for something. So, what comes up? Here we go. Okay. An executive order means an executive order is a means of issuing federal directives in the United States used by the President of the United States that manages operations of the federal government. Presidential executive orders, once issued, remain in force until they are canceled, revoked, adjudicated unlawful, or expire on their terms. Okay. From everything I've read, guys, from everything I've read everywhere, an executive order simply means the president can do what the fuck he want to do with an executive order. Why isn't an executive order being made to launch a federal investigation into why it is that black people have been cheated at the bank? Yeah. Let me find what I call the Black Big Five. And I stole these. I stole these from Dr. Umar. Why isn't there an executive order to launch a federal investigation into mass incarceration, the machine behind it, politically, federally, and financially, with the intent of prosecuting the living guilty to the fullest extent of the law? Backdating, I don't know, since crack. We'll just take you back to crack. And all the bullshit we find with regard to mass incarceration for black people, all of it. It's a sweeping blanket executive order. And everywhere you find it, we're not putting all together for one case. We're going to deal harshly in every case we find with regard to malfeasance with mass incarceration of black people since 1985. That sounds like a pretty good one, right? I mean, how am I doing so far? You're not going to see that. How about launching an executive order to launch a federal investigation into the purposeful miseducation of our youth, as in the misallocation of funds, as in the malfeasance and mismanagement of training, education, all malfeasance in public education being investigated on a case-by-case basis and tried to the fullest extent of the law. How about launching an executive order to look into the gentrification of our neighborhoods? Or police genocide? Or the access to wealth of American banks? Launch an investigation and prosecute all living people to the fullest extent of the law with regard to their crimes, just with what's on the books. You don't have to make up any new laws. We'll take the ones you have here. You know why you're not going to see that? Because everything I just said rips loose all the underpinnings of white supremacy. So you're not going to see it. It's not going to happen. All you're going to get is Band-Aids on bullet wounds. People did this. Not laws. People. People went into buildings and made decisions. Judges made decisions. Those living judges who made these horrible decisions should be prosecuted to the fullest extent of the law. But you can't prosecute them for doing their jobs. Their jobs are to keep cages full. So this system has to collapse under its own weight. And you Jasper-ass shade tree house coons that keep trying to work in it have me utterly confused about what you're utterly confused about. My mom called me racist on Facebook. Yeah. We'll show her this. Story. About how Stephen Huffman of Ohio saying black people got COVID because we don't wash as much as everyone else. People, I'm pissed off at you right now. Why do you care that some white man said this? The concern, how do you even remotely give a fuck? How did that even make that into your... Yes, the fact that that made that into your psyche says you don't understand. Stop being surprised by it. Stop mentioning. Stop being moved. Yes, stop being moved to mention the ignorant shit white people do. Write, say, think. That's who they are. How many times do you have to have that proven to you before you figure it out? This reminds me of a Jackson Purdue joke. Shout out to Jackson Purdue. I got pulled over by California Highway Patrol officer. I got pulled over by an LAPD officer for committing what he called a rolling stop or a California stop. And he said, I pulled you over because you didn't stop. He said, well, I stopped at the sign. Well, that was a California stop. See, a California stop is when you really don't stop, you just slow down. So I said to the cop, I don't understand the difference. He said, well, allow me to show you. Step out of the car. And he starts beating the fuck out of me with this nightstick. He says, now, do you want me to slow down or do you want me to stop? No. That's the difference. It's different. I forgot why I made that point. Because I'm smoking this goddamn weed. What were we discussing? I literally forgot. They will be in each capital. Cannabis. Oppressed people tend to think the worst of themselves. Be proactive instead of reactive, yes. That was funny in a reluctant to laugh sort of way. Yes. At any rate, people, this system has no answers for us. It has none. They're the places that we look for it from make no fucking sense. They make no sense. Why would you expect me to do better for you than I do my own, especially when I know my own don't stack up to you? Please understand that if left to our own devices for 100 years, truly interdependent on ourselves, each to his own, the rest of the earth would wither. Africa needs nothing. The rest of the earth needs Africa. If we all went back to Africa and banded together tight as people of color, we'd rule the earth. In 100 years, they would devolve back to cave. And they know that. That's why this is a desperate plea. You're watching, why do you think weed's legal now? Because the old white people who used to think that way are dying. There are cooler old white people. And the only reason that we have to move along and progress at the death rate of old white people is because young black people stand up and then middle-aged motherfuckers reap the benefits and stop working. And the people behind them stop working. That's the for real. That's exactly how it goes. That's the breakdown. The people come behind you and reap the benefits. That would be my generation. They came along, reaped the benefits of Dr. King's generation, Marcus Garvey's generation, Malcolm X's generation. We reap the benefits of what it is that they had to endure. And we didn't put ours in. We didn't put in on ours like we should have. Not as an entire nation. I know I didn't. Nigga, I was learning the Errol Flynn and the prep and the electric slide, I wasn't protesting shit unless the line to get in somewhere was too long. And there was a bunch of people like me that owe the people like you that come after me an apology. And that's why I always come at y'all with, I'm sorry. I'm really sorry for not holding up my end. But because I'm a vegan, well, not a vegan. Shut up, Jeff. Don't lie. I'm plant-based and really trying to be health conscious. I'm turning the clock back and getting back in the game the right way, which is to help our people however I can and however y'all can help me do that. Please prepare yourselves. Please get ready. These white people ain't playing. This system's not playing. Start clanning up. Start shopping together. Go nowhere alone ever. Especially sisters. Sisters, buy your gas during the day. Buy your gas every other day. Fill your tank. I don't care how much gas you burn. Fill your tank every other day. So that when the shit hits the fan, you are you're either at full or some damn near where at it. If you put gas in your car every other day, you always have a damn near full tank of gas. So you can at least get a full tank of gas away worth a run if you need to run in your car. If you have a vagina, you should never have a light on E. Ever. There's no excuse for it ever, 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 ever in any way, shape, or form ever. If you can afford to buy gas, you cannot afford to be in a car on E, ladies. Stop it. Knock that shit off. There are no excuses. Start preparing yourselves. Prepare your friends. Prepare your children. Prepare your loved ones. Vitamins. You get those from sea moss. Minerals. You get those from sea moss. And juicing and smoothies. Keep your spirit clean. Be informed and not affected. We'll talk about that later. The Cash App, $GB Funny Style. Life coaching, askuncle.jeff@gmail.com. Want them beats, nigga? Hit me up. jeffbreezemusic@gmail.com. I have dug this one, y'all. But it's time for a nigga to take a nap. So, until next time, I'm bouncing out. Nephews and nieces, love you to pieces. Peace to the balls.